15. Sorry I ended the earlier one. I had to use the bathroom. I didn't tell you guys or any. I just not. Sorry about that, guys. All right, let's go.
I have the code.
Suppose I should. You did get rid of Kellogg after all.
Uh-huh.
How'd you manage?
Right. The railroad helped me.
Oh, God. I would have expected they'd be too big. Sorry. You're not the only one. I did the best I could. From memory, came up with some schematics for you. Wasn't easy. These hands are ridiculous. Here's the symbol explanation. You know the craziest part of the design? That classical music station. That's the carrier signal for the relay. All the data's on harmonic frequency. I want to be clear that this isn't my area of it.
I'm sure it'll work.
For the record, I haven't made any promises.
Sure.
But if you can build this device, can you?
I got it covered.
Good. And don't you... It's my only... Now go on.
Gotta get out of here before we turn into fools.
Yeah?
What do you need, General?
I have plans here to build a signal.
The Institute? Why in the world?
They kidnapped my son.
Damn. That's some bad... Sure, we'll give you whatever help we can. Don't... Now, assuming you could build this thing, what exactly...
The Institute uses
Teleportation? For real? Wow. If anyone can make heads or tails of those plans, it'd be Sturgis. I haven't found any.
You know what I call a good day? One that ends without an empty stomach.
What's going on?
Preston thought you might be able to figure out these plans for me.
Sure thing. Let's see what you've got.
Here you go.
Wow, teleportation. This is...
It's real. I got it from an ex-Institute scientist.
Seriously? I didn't know you could be an ex... Anyway, the eggheads never think about the nuts and bolts of actually making some... I'm gonna need some time to study this thing. The handwriting's pretty hard to make out. But, you can get started on what he calls... it'll need some pretty high...
Can you give me a list of what I'll need to build?
Yeah, sure. Here's a list of what you'll need for the first piece. I'm pretty sure we've got all... We're working on that. Keep in mind, like if you had a spare nuclear reactor handy, we could probably use it. And it's going... How's it going? Did you find a good spot to build your...
Sturgis is like a kid
Yeah.
in a candy store
Ready to
with
build the rest of it.
teleport
Good.
planes.
Here's a list of
I've never
3...
seen him
I'll
more
meet you over at the
excited
building.
Thanks, Sturgis. I'll get right on this.
Good deal. One thing to keep in mind, I'll see you over at the...
me.
We have stuck out 24 hours to help yourself to. I'm not sure if you asked my front desk help about breakfast, and she said she makes it.
Attacking enemy.
I hear something.
got it.
Can't believe you and Preston let Mama Murphy die like that. You should have stopped her.
Gotta make sure we've got enough power. Once we got everything in place, we'll have to hook it all up to the same power grid.
Let's trade.
Make sure it's all on the same grid. All the parts have got to be able to talk to each other, you know.
I bet that'll fetch more than a few captains.
Hey, Carla.
Hey there. Trading?
Let's see what you have.
Here's what I got.
I can rest easy knowing that Wolfgang is rotten in hell. Thank you. Do you need anything?
I'll take a look, sure.
A little bit of everything.
Got everything in place. We'll have to hook it all up to the same power grid.
I just want to trade a few things.
Just gotta make sure we've got enough power.
This isn't going to do anything without power.
What's going on?
This isn't going to do anything without power. Hey, Sturgis.
You need any help with that, signal interceptor?
I need to find parts for the beam.
We're gonna need a military-grade circuit. Anything else I can help?
How are we going to build?
We're gonna need help with anything else?
I need to find parts for the beam emitter.
We're gonna need them. Any other questions?
I'm not sure how we're going to...
We should be able to... Anything else I can help you with?
Not now. Sturgis.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Let's do this.
You sure? I'll start scanning for an instant. Just get on the platform. I'll do the rest. Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Jammed. Sean?
Huh?
Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean?
Who are you?
Sean.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Yes, it's me, your dad.
What's going on? Father?
Uh-huh. Shh, it'll be...
I don't know you. Go away. Father!
Damn it. Sean, open the...
Father? Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all... He's a prototype, you understand. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you... Let's start anew.
Uh-huh. Give me Sean.
I know.
Just...
I promised answers, but I need you to realize that this... You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find. It's good to finally meet you. After all this time, I am.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the sun, but then you learned that your son was no longer an infant. But is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10? And here I am.
But why?
Ah, now that's the question. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made scientific curiosity, and the goal of perfection drove them. So they followed the best example thus far. The you.
So the weird science experiments needed to specify.
In a manner of speaking, the Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. Plenty of that was available, of course, but it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone, even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above.
It's the
Members of
Institute.
the
You have
Institute had been
to
exposed.
teleport there.
Another source
That's
was
the quest I'm doing
necessary.
right now. It's part of the main
Then
quest.
The Institute found me
You need to build a teleportation
after discovering
device
records
and
from
you can
Vault
teleport here.
111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am the...
And you've been down...
I have. Yeah, I know you must have questions.
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death...
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such... I don't have any direct memories. Has it always been easy? Of course not. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Kellogg.
Kellogg. He was an institute. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of...
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least
Sure.
The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. Institute technology prolonged his life. He never failed the Institute. But his cruelty became... I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. What else can I say?
So you're in charge?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades with the Institute.
But director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position. I've lived my life within these walls, dedicated to science like every other member of the Institute. My hard work has paid off. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss, but the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity...
Mm-hmm. You want me to stay?
Yes. That is what... The Institute can provide a better... You've been in the Commonwealth.
Things are pretty terrible.
I've seen it myself. I know. And it's a life that... I simply ask that you give the Institute... We really do have you... Will you take...
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. You want to introduce yourself to the division heads. And finally, Doc...
It's an honor to have you
Almost
here,
done.
sir.
Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo. That's a third primary drive breakdown.
Terminal's got this locked. Can't break the code.
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%. Also, if you haven't patched your navigation software, do so after this meeting. The last thing we need is more synths bumping into walls. All right, that's all for now. You can resume your duties.
If you require hazardous chemicals, please file a report with the facility.
Doctor.
It's a real juggling act, trying to keep all this... This place might look shiny and new. I lose sleep worrying about...
I apologize for any disruptions that my work might cause you.
All systems nominal.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do.
floor. Are your visual
The
receptors
Institute's a big
malfunctioning? Can you
place.
not see the
It might take a
grime
while
dust?
to learn where everything is.
Hey, Doc.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so... If you don't mind my asking, what was it?
I just wanted to find my son.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're...
Sure.
Now, I'll give you a quick rundown. As you might guess, we keep the Institute... We maintain and up...
Right.
There's a lot of machine... The work we do might not be as So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father...
I'm just looking around.
I see. Well, please do mind what you touch. Sensitive equipment. If there's anything else you'd like to know...
Who built this place, originally?
The construction of the Institute is the work... The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old... Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, just think what this place will look like.
Bet it's pretty boring down here, compared to up there.
Father has done remarkable.
This a clean floor. Are your visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust?
Welcome to the Institute, sir.
Scanning. Subject identified.
Almost done. Just need to
Hey,
tighten
Doc.
up this
They
primary
weren't
drive
kidding.
servo.
You really are here. Well, when
Right.
Father told... If you don't mind...
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him... Now, as you might... We maintain... There's a lot of... The work... So...
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. It'll... Take your time. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the...
It must be a challenge to meet them.
Absolutely. We scratch and scrape. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks. When necessary. Fortunately, it's a good thing. That's a third...
Dr. Fillmore.
I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me,
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
Reporting status.
I'm seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
Glad you made it.
They're dragging
we're all
their
looking
feet on
forward
the
to
targeting
working
package
with you.
upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses with me.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Please don't.
So,
There's enough friction
you
as
are.
it is between
Justin
us
Ayo,
and pretty much
acting
all
director
the
of the Synth
departments.
Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an
Why?
I'll be honest. The first outsider to be allowed access to the It's nothing personal. Now, Father has asked. Our primary responsibility is the...
I'm sure it's best for everyone if the synth...
Certainly. We can't allow the results could... Our main instrument is coursers hunt. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. But I gather you know all this. In fact, I'd very much...
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any... I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics. Now, unless you need some...
Uh-huh. I'm good for now.
Very well.
Always be vigilant. We have many enemies. Pardon me, sir.
Operating at full capacity.
No visible reaction in the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial. The dosage...
All systems nominal.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all...
Don't worry.
Thank you, I do appreciate that. Oh, before I forget, I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Fathers, you're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute.
Uh-huh. Thank you.
Given that the relay is the only way to access... In case the significant...
Right.
If nothing else, it should... Now, unless there's...
Uh-huh. I'm good for now.
All right.
Rushed work is sloppy at best, and deadly at worst.
One day, I'll design a more efficient reactor to replace that old clunker in the basement.
Hi, Doc.
Oh, hi there. Sorry if I seem distracted. I memorized 5 sets of design schematics, and now I'm doing detailed mental comparisons.
That's amazing.
Oh, well, a lot of us do. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I really hope you...
Dr. Orman.
Sleep is such a waste of time. I'd rather be designing more efficient plasma emitters.
In case anyone didn't mention it, quiet time runs from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m.
This is day 8 of Trial 6. The last week has been very productive, but exhausting. I think we'll need a break after this. Benet has done some really marvelous work with the personality mesh. It's almost too good. The responses map almost identically to expectations, some of the most lifelike I've seen. Of course, it's not really Sean. None of his memories are in it. Starting to have an effect that even now would be forgetting that he's caught up in a real once or twice. Still, I think we'll need to consider restricting him to the lab only for the moment. I'm well aware that others are put off by his presence. If I were slightly more arrogant, I might consider that a sign of success. Benet has done some really marvelous work with the personality mesh. It's almost too good. The responses map almost identically to expectations, some of the most lifelike I've seen. Of course, it's not really Sean. None of his memories are in there. That, even now, would be a step too far. It's starting to have an effect on the team, I think. I know I've been caught up in the moment once or twice. Just a second or two, forgetting that he's not a real boy. Still, I think we'll need to consider restricting him to the lab only for the moment. I'm well aware that others are put off by his presence. If I were slightly more arrogant, I might consider that a sign of success.
Doc.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holder.
It's remarkable.
I look forward to learning.
In that case, let me give you, as the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in... Our most important directive is to...
Uh-huh.
We've even started... You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but...
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, the initiative is still in its early stages. But the prospects,
sure.
I'm sure I've taken...
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but...
Great. In any case...
I'm good for now.
Take care, then.
Won't be able to hack this.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing crumpy results. I can't imagine living on the surface. It sounds like a nightmare.
Dr. Carlin's doing some amazing things with our genetically engineered crops.
Security's too tight.
Please don't get any germs on me.
Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
Hey there.
Welcome. Do you require additional supplies?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute...
Mm-hmm. You've got technology here that I never dreamed of.
I'm glad you can appreciate what... Ultimately, all our knowledge and... Unfortunately, no event, as remarkable as our synths are, they can... The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will...
Right. If the synths are intelligent and self-aware...
However closely they may approximate, when you see what I have to show you, I think you'll agree that we know a rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia.
We'll bring that synth home.
That would be best for it.
Sure.
Now you should get moving. Many people...
Sean.
The sooner that synth is safely back... in the Institute, the better for every...
there?
Nothing there now.
Noise.
My leg!
What?
I'm playing Fallout with you.
Yeah, you were.
No, I'm literally playing Fallout right now.
Oh, nice.
That's why I was trying to get you to join.
Ah.
How you doing, Dan?
I'm good.
I'm ready to move in. There's someone else here. Gotcha.
Yo.
Dan, are you shooting stuff up?
Yeah, I was just shooting at Raider.
Oh, you left?
Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, at the Institute?
You
yeah.
left the...
Yeah.
I thought you said you were gonna stay down there.
No, I'm doing a mission for them right now.
Ah.
Oh, I just got murdered.
Got murdered?
Yep.
Danger Dan.
Papi.
Danger Dan. Danger Dan.
You're...
Alright, what the heck is making weird noises?
Hmm?
Just... Whoa! Big ol' rat scorpion.
Shoot.
Dan, did you ever get hit by a rat scorpion?
Yeah.
Just came out of nowhere and attacked me.
Carl, shoot.
Hey there. Trading?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
That's great. I hear people shooting. Oh. Raider. Wait, I...
Pick something up? It's pretty long from...
Let's see what you have.
Yeah, keep it short.
Dan, I just found a Minuteman.
Really?
Yeah, but he's at that big crashed plane.
Mm-hmm.
He won't talk to me though.
Oh.
What are my missions right now? Alright, so talk to settlers at Green Top Nursery, then travel to Finch Farm. Dan, what part do I need to get to where you are?
Like, I'm trying to think. Did you go to what's it called? I'm trying to think. Like, did you start the main story? Like, did you get like the? I'm trying to remember what you had to do.
I'll figure it out.
Like, did you go to like the Virgil? Did you get Virgil yet?
No, I don't think I got him yet. Wait, who's Virgil?
He's like a super mutant you meet in a cave. You have to like go in the glowing sea.
No.
Oh.
Who are you?
Can't remember the last time I had clean fingernails.
Here's that holotape you gave me, full of Institute data. I want to trade a few things.
What's going on?
I have a Minuteman recruitment beacon up.
Oh.
Glad you're with us.
The H-222 situation appears to have been resolved satisfactorily, but there's yet more to be done. Since the fall of the switchboard,
Stingwing. Wait.
I'll get it done.
Wait, you gonna get hit with a bat?
Have a care. Odds are very good.
One more hour until my shift. I'm feeling overdue for some reconstructive surgery.
Fascinating rumor.
Ooh,
the story goes that you actually found the institute in there and back again. Sounds crazy, right?
It's all true.
Who did?
Says you used teleportation.
Huh?
I can't imagine. You must feel justifiably proud of what your Minutemen have achieved in such a short. Eventually, the Minutemen will devise their own plan.
Ooh, I just shit.
But I doubt your soldiers will place any priority on it. I'm counting on you being as passionate about freedom. Take your time. Think it over. But remember, the synth's fate is literally.
Alright.
I don't know what to side with. Minuteman or
Desdemona.
Please, work with us instead of the Minutemen. The lives of the many synths are at stake.
Oh, what is that? Looks like a military base. Please tell me that's not where they took them.
Desdemona.
Dan, you know what weapons I have?
Yeah. What weapons?
I have 3 baseball bats.
Yeah.
I have a barbed black baseball bat. Right?
Mm-hmm.
A chain wrap baseball bat.
Yeah.
And a bladed black baseball bat.
Nice. Not baseball bats.
I have 1 sniper, a kaboom stick. It's called. It's a you know that shotgun you have?
Yeah.
It's that, but it shoots like grenade launcher shells.
Oh shit! Nice.
Oh, that's great. Like, it gets laggy sometimes if I shoot it too crazy. That's only if I go absolutely insane with it.
Mm.
What are you doing? But like if I shoot a ghoul straight up, it one-shots ghouls.
Nice.
Oh man, it was these guys that took him.
Shit, there's a guy right there.
I couldn't have been.
Where is this thing? There's so much shit.
Distress signal. Radio.
Augusta is still dark. Location enclosed. Exercise extreme caution.
Oh, hell no, I'm out.
Wait, Dan, how do I?
What?
Oh my god, did you really miss? This button? How do I use, the VATS?
VATS, it's the right button above the aiming. It's that one, you have to hold it. Yep.
Yeah. That's it, we need the kaboom stick.
Kaboom.
Alright, well, I have to go towards a radio distress signal.
What level are you?
What level? How do I see what level I am?
Just like fast travel somewhere, I'll show you.
Map. Nah, see, let me find this radio distress signal thingy first.
Alright. Dude. I think that might be outside. I love this game. off me, bitch. Okay. Sorry, that's my dog.
Where is it? It's at 67. $68.
I'm back. Let me switch controllers.
Heyo.
Heyo. My best friend Casey Crush. Cookie Quinn.
There we go.
Casey, you watching my live stream? Huh?
Hello.
Oh, wow. Casey, my feelings. Yeah. Ami keeps telling me to get Fortnite.
Yeah.
Do you have it?
Play with somebody. I don't know how to play it.
Play with Ami and Liam. They've been playing it forever.
No.
I'll get it. I'll delete probably Modern Warfare or something. I just can't wait to delete Black Ops off my hard drive. That game's buns. Right, Bobby? Yes, it is. Yo, this Casey kid.
Yay.
What?
So now gay will infinitely.
What are you watching?
Come on now. These stupid scorpion things.
What the fuck are you watching?
I'm not a game chat.
Alright.
Dan's about to get copyright.
I know. There we go. I know. I hope I don't get copyrighted.
Whoa, power armor station.
Yo. Hello.
Why go that far out of my way? I could have just went straight to here instead of walking all the way down. No, we're turning and going this way.
Oh shit, sorry dog. Just whack you
later.
Whoa, bro. Is there a door?
Get away from me.
Yeah, I remember. I got stuck here once. This part. I struggle.
Dan, I hate red scorpions.
Yeah, they're fucking annoying.
I don't know, like it came out of nowhere.
There we go, yes. I remember. Watch this. Yes. Yes. Oh, nah. Railroad agent. Oh, right in the way.
Jump out of the back. Dan, is there a military base around?
Where?
In Fallout? In Fallout, is there one?
Yeah, there's tons. They're like small military ones, though.
Yeah, but is there like a big one, like in GTA?
Yeah, well, there's like Fort Strong. That's a military base. It's a fort. Oh, fuck! That guy keeps shooting fucking rockets at me. Jesus.
Oh my god, leave me alone!
Getting lit up by rockets.
Yeah, I got like 20 red score. Oh my god. National Guard training yard.
Shit.
Crash vertibird.
Oh shit! Oh, that claw, fuck you, bitch. Oh, fuck you. Why did I get thrown down here? I jumped down here like a retard. I don't even have a minigun or anything. I'm fucked.
I got another distress signal. I ain't gonna go towards
He's right behind me. He's right behind me. Oh, fuck me. Stop, bitch. Holy fuck. I should brought some power armor. Oh, nah. Oh, fuck you. Yes, you.
What is that?
Death claws are a piece of shit. Ah, you fucker.
Nope, this way.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This one's fucking died. Oh my god.
Come on.
Oh, railroad agents.
Don't make me take you outside.
Poor guys.
Oh,
Getting murdered.
Oh shit! Oh fuck!
You okay? Robert P. Bobby!
Big D!
Remember that one day in Spanish class? I just walked out there, Bobby!
Dude, you do it like every day.
Yeah, that's just mad funny. Your Spanish class is so small. There's like 6 kids in there.
Get away from me, get away from me, get away from me. Oh, I hurt the dog.
I need to use the bathroom.
Augusta's safe house was destroyed by the Institute.
It's as I feared. 3 safe houses gone. Hard to imagine. I have nothing further for you at the moment.
Confirmed. Agent Bullseye has arrived. I have a mission for you.
Quick run around.
Increasing efficiency of synth traffic flow. Odds
Right.
solution. A new
A distribution center?
The railroad organization calls distribution centers safe houses. Mission details commence. Pacify the target location.
What if I
Fortify position to protect current and future railroad assets.
Glad you signed on. Means I might get to take the occasional night off.
Hi.
Hey, you. You the new heavy? Bullseye, right?
So did she make it to the border?
Still waiting here for
What do you mean?
a heavy. Someone able to take whatever shit the Institute and Commonwealth. So the switchboard was crawling with bad guys. Mines and shit too.
I didn't do it alone, but...
That's hardcore. How'd you take down the old HQ? Please tell me you didn't go along with Deacon's in and out.
Let's just say we found flaws.
I guess that... Well, welcome.
Uh-huh. Who's Tommy Whispers?
Tommy was the second heavy at HQ. He went KIA after the Institute asked. With him gone, I've been running
Big
missions
day.
non-stop. They call me Glory, the angel.
Alright, let's go. Go to
You're
bed.
helping out my
Yeah.
people. So some advice? Kiss up to Tinker Tom.
Sounds like a good plan.
You know it. You take care out there.
Bingo.
I'm a fan of Ragnar myself. What do you do next? I'm getting tired of waiting.
Up there, we'll soon you'll be enlarged.
Danger.
Bet you
I
never
level
met a
up.
synth before Glory.
Nice.
Word is Diamond City is under
Desdemona.
opposition control.
Please, work with us instead of the Minutemen. The lives of many synths are at stake.
How many synths cleared the Commonwealth last month?
Oh man, you actually inside the Institute? That's insane. You? Just you.
Rest in peace.
The census sweep says you right.
I'll be chicken. Didn't really expect anybody to come. That bastard son of a Jake snuck out in the middle of the night to join him. He grabbed my granddad's old sword. It's the closest thing I've got to an heirloom. If you really are with the Minutemen and you want to help, it would mean a lot to me if you could get that sword back. I'll fight you do a big favor, and I'll make it up to you as best as I can.
Alright. Yeah. I farted again. I farted again. Alright. Alright, okay, I'm done. Hey.
I bet. Yo, what's up?
Minutemen are always happy to help. What did you need?
A pack of feral ghouls have holed up nearby.
Sure.
If more of them start wandering out this way,
I'm on it. It's as good as done.
I'll be glad to have them gone.
Attention all Brotherhood
Nothing
soldiers.
to report right now, Knight.
If you have not yet received your Squire mentorship assignment, please come see me on the bridge.
You have technical...
Repeat,
I found some
if you have
technical
not received your mentorship
And they're
assignment,
in wonderful
please report to the bridge.
Here are the cats.
That is all.
that I- Remember, the common. Check every building.
Like this rust bucket.
I'm proud to be serving under Elder Max.
Proctor Tegan.
What brings you to me today?
Let me see what you have.
Be my guest.
you believe synths are replacing humans with exact duplicates?
Heard you gave
Hey
those
there.
beauties at Fort
Cade
Strong
won't
something
clear
to
me
think
for
about.
duty yet. I think he's giving me orders now.
Our latest intelligence tells us you've infiltrated the Institute. I'm quite disappointed you chose to build the signal interceptor without the Brotherhood, Knight. However, you've secured passage to and from them since you've unexpectedly, first and foremost. I want you to bring that holodeck. There could be data vital to the success of it. The second part of your mission requires a bit of background to explain. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital. During this process, we were able to obtain the services of Dr. Madison.
That's fortunate.
Yes, securing useful resources during war. That said, Dr. Lee's contributions to her, after some time, she developed differences with the Brotherhood.
Sure.
We're fairly certain that her intent was...
I'm surprised at the Brotherhood.
Had I been in command, I wouldn't have allowed it to happen. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track them. If you find out that she's still alive, make contact with her. There's a special project we're working on.
What's this project that
Dr. Lee previously worked on a potent weapon for them. We'd like her to continue where she left. Just keep your mind on the mission. And don't... Good luck, Knight.
Sturgis, remember that holotape with all the Institute data? I need it back.
Oh, yeah? Why?
I'm working on something with the Brotherhood of Steel. They want to look at the data I got from the Institute.
The Brotherhood, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Here you go. I've already made...
Proctor, I came across a holotape with a full scan of the Institute's network.
Thanks. You know, it's good to see you're still in one piece. I wasn't sure what the Interceptor would do to you.
I wasn't worried. After all, I built the device myself.
I have confidence in everything. Speaking of technology I don't understand, I'll get this holotape to Proctor Quinlan. I'm dying to find out what's on it.
Hopefully, it'll reveal a weakness in their defenses.
That would be the best case scenario. Before we jump to conclusions, let's see what Quinlan's scribes can get off of it. I'm sure the Institute has all of their data heavily encrypted, so it's gonna take some time to crack. After that, we'll have... In the meantime, good luck, Knight.
Glad to see you returned safely from the Institute, brother. Liberating the Commonwealth is a huge responsibility, but we'll get the job done.
Have you ever fired a minigun? Choose through ferals like him.
Excuse me.
Initiate?
This is a restricted area. Check in with Sergeant Gavel, I'm afraid.
Not right now, please.
Knight?
If you need something, report to Sergeant Gavel.
Let me guess. Captain Kells sent you?
That's right.
Let's take this somewhere more We've converted this section of the terminal into our primary supply depot. Everything the Brotherhood needs to operate.
Save the Commonwealth.
Supplies from the Prydwen, salvage from the field. Handle it all. Access is strictly limited to the logistics detail, and we track every crate, every bullet, every bolt that comes through that door.
Sergeant Gavel.
Which is why I don't take kindly to these accusations. I know every soldier in this unit. The thought that anyone would question their loyalty makes... If you've got questions, ask.
Where should I begin my...
You shouldn't. I've already spoken with my men. They haven't seen anything. If you insist...
Lucia and Clark?
Knight Lucia and Initiate Clark. They were just posted to this detail. They're still learning their way around. If you have to...
That's all for now, Sergeant.
Take my advice.
If you run into any sense, shoot to kill. We don't take prisoners.
Knight Lucia.
Copper wire. Copper wire. Could you tell me where... Oh, I'm sorry, I don't think we've met. Knight Lucia, Logistics. What can I do for you, Knight?
I'm conducting an investigation into the missing supplies.
The captain appointed an investigator?
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure I can be of much help, but...
Mm-hmm. What's the security like?
It's tight. At least 2 knights and a scribe on duty at all times. And we've got the entire...
Is there any way to get past all that?
Well, you'd have to be in logistics. We're the only ones authorized to bring supplies in or out. Then what? Well, but... Why steal anything in the... I don't know.
Do you know anything about the myth?
Not really. I've heard it's mostly food, and,
You lost some vacuum tubes?
someone had just filed them in the wrong place, apparently. Clark found them the next day. The little things do happen. The sergeant make them.
That's all for now.
Let me know now.
Put 2 in the head and
Lucia?
stay dead.
Knight?
Advice to live by.
All right, then.
Joining our cause was the wisest decision of your life, brother.
Hey, Clark.
You're here about the thefts, right? Look.
Watch your tone, Initiate.
Sorry, sir. Look, I want to get to the bottom of this as much as anyone. What do you want?
Tell me about the missing supplies.
I really don't know anything. I've heard the rumor.
Sure. What rumors have you...
Well, they say raiders with stealth boys hit the... It's a lot of garbage.
What's the security?
We're in the middle of a hardened military base. Nothing's getting in or out of...
You really think that...
I do. I mean, I've heard about the Institute's relay. But even...
Tell me about the logistics unit.
There are what, 10 of us now? Our division reports to Proctor Tegan. Other than the sergeant, there's Lucia.
Lucia?
Excuse me. Knight Lucia. We joined the Brotherhood together. She'll probably get assigned to a patrol team soon.
Uh-huh. That's all, Initiate.
Knight?
The Institute and their technological abominations need to be stopped at any cost. So, you're the new knight I heard about. Glad to have you on the team.
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
Doctor.
You again. What do you want now? You're obviously here for a reason, and
I've been sent by the Brotherhood of...
you don't beat around the bush, I'll give you that. I knew it was just a matter of time, but I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send.
I'm only here with good intentions.
You're giving me your word? Even though... Since Father...
Uh-huh.
I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never...
Right.
Say what you came here to say.
Are you happy here?
You'd think, being surrounded by cutting-edge laboratory equipment and some of the... Only problem is the lack of transparency. What does that have to do with why we're...
The Brotherhood needs your help, Doctor.
Needs my help? Why? They seem to have everything under control when
The Brotherhood is having problems.
I don't see how that's my problem. Tell me something. Why would I possibly want to come crawl? What reason would I have to throw away every...
Father trusts me.
He trusts you because you're family. I'm not. I can't just take your word.
The Institute is deceiving you.
So now you're just gonna hurl baseless accusations to get... Come on, you can do better.
The Brotherhood has always been straight.
I am getting a bit tired of all this. Sometimes I feel like Father isn't being straight with me. Like they're... But still, how can I turn my back?
Your work could be instrumental in...
You really know how to push my button. You know, I never understood why the Institute... All those innocent people up there... dying. Yet we hide down here and insulate ourselves from every...
Sure.
It's not right. I'll make my way back to the Brotherhood. But I'm going to have to do it on my own. I can't take any chance. Tell whoever sent you that they've just regained the services of Dr. Madison Lee. No matter how many battles we win, there's always another.
I received word that Dr. Lee is returning to us. How cooperative do you think she'll be?
I've convinced her that the Institute is the enemy, not the Brotherhood.
Well done. She's been under the Institute's now. On to other matters.
Right.
Thanks to the success of your reconnaissance, I want you to report to Proctor Ingram at the airport. She has a special project. Once again, Knight.
I'd gladly lay down my life if it keeps humanity from beating the apocalypse.
I heard that Elder Maxon got that scar on his face.
So, I bet you're eager to get your hands dirty on our new project. How much has Maxon told you about it?
Whatever it is,
It will, but we've got a lot of work ahead of us. Come on. Unless you're blind as a bat, I'm sure you've noticed that we've been building a gantry on the tarmac. Maxon and Kells have been looking for something that'll tip the balance when we go toe-to-toe with the Institute. Now, the Prydwen might be a big beast, but she's not built for fighting. That's where our new project comes in. This storage bay full of parts is what's left of Liberty Prime. The Brotherhood used it in the Capital Wasteland as a weapon against the Enclave. It's the most advanced robot the Brotherhood has ever had at its disposal. Unfortunately, Liberty Prime was destroyed in the line of duty. I've spent the better part of the last few years piecing them back together. And if you think that was easy, try rebuilding a Protectron while you're blindfolded. In order to get Liberty Prime fully operational, we're going to need your help.
no problem. I'm sure this only looks worse than it actually is.
Huh. I wish I had your confidence, because this is not going to be easy. Now, the good news is that we've got most of Prime's parts fully assembled. The bad news is that it's going to take more than a few rivets and some spot welding to get them working again. The first problem is his CPU. It's fragile, and every time we try to feed power to it, it blows itself out.
There's gotta be a way to solve it.
I do all the maintenance on the Prit. As much as I hate to admit it, Prime's power system. Luckily, you were able to convince Dr. Madison Leader. She was on the original build team for Liberty Prime a little over a decade ago.
Right.
I've already spoken to her, but she's reluctant to work on it. If you could get her down here to lend a hand with his power system.
Now that we have intelligence on the Institute, we can use...
Excuse me.
I prefer laser.
Attention all personnel. Research patrols are a crucial facet of our operation here in the Commonwealth. Any Brotherhood soldiers that have not received a research patrol assignment should speak to Proctor Quinlan immediately.
Excuse me, Dr. Lee?
If you're here to talk me into working on Liberty Prime, you can
You promised you'd help us.
You're right, I did. But you neglected to mention that I'd be... I've been down this road with the Brotherhood before. Why would I make the same mistake?
Because...
You know, if anyone else wearing a Brotherhood of Steel uniform said something like that, I'd laugh in their face. But coming from... Tell Proctor Ingram to get her scribes. It's going to take a hell of a lot of work to get Liberty Prime back online.
Hail, Knight.
If Dumb and Ugly had a child, it'd be a superhero.
The last person that disobeyed Captain Kells ended up scraping rust off the Prydwen's hull. From the outside.
Victorian, brother.
Proctor.
Well, things are off to a good start. Isn't that right, Doctor?
I hope so. Prime suffered some significant damage to his memory core. I wish your people would have been a bit more careful, Proctor. The good news is that the damage isn't irreversible, and I should be able to get the power flowing into his CPU core without overloading. If your people stay out of my way, that is.
Charming, isn't she?
Sorry about that, Ingram.
Don't worry about it. We might be... Besides, we're working with one of... In fact, since things are going so well...
Sure, anything you need.
That's what I love about you. You're ready to leap into action, and I bet... The actuators are Prime's new lens. We're gonna have to rip them. What we need you to do.
Now that you know what these are the plans?
Now, before you get that look on your face, the only thing we need you to head out, according to Proctor Quinlan, the best place to find one is in any of the ruined hospitals around the... We've already sent out a few teams to find the rest of the high-powered magnets you'll need.
Once you start building the actuators, we need one for each limb, so you'll need...
Right.
Good luck.
Oh, fuck. What? Who's there? Oh, where? Guts around my neck! They're out there, somewhere.
Lock's really strong. No way I could pick this.
I can smell you out there, little snake. You buzz.
Don't think I can pick this. Someone there!
Lancer Captain Kells is one of the finest officers I've ever had.
Ingram?
That's all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Right on schedule. I've completed the restoration of Prime's basic functions, and he's ready to go. In fact, it's getting difficult to explain to the system why it can't move right now.
Well, as soon as my scribes get those actuators in place, we'll have his arms and legs installed in no time. Which brings me to your next assignment. It won't be long before Prime can walk and talk, but he's missing one last important element. His nukes. Without them, his offensive systems aren't operating at peak capacity.
What's Prime armed with?
Prime has 2 weapon systems, his eye laser and his nuke pack. The eye laser can target a hostile from hundreds of yards out and take... His nukes are modified Mark 28 nuclear bombs. They used to drop the things from...
Sure.
Just one of the nukes is equivalent to about 3 or 4 Fat Man shells. Basically, his eye laser is almost ready to go, but without nukes to load into his pack, he's...
Shouldn't be a problem.
I wish I could. Prime's bomb pack is fitted for Mark 28 nuclear bombs. The Commonwealth was a major staging area for the military's Air Force, so we assumed we wouldn't have trouble. But since we arrived, our scouting teams haven't located...
That's going to be a problem. Without a fully loaded nuke pack, Prime won't have the firepower to take on the Institute.
She's right.
Of course she's right. But before you give up hope, there's actually a silver lining here. Proctor Quinlan has located some records regarding a military installation. We're fairly certain this included a stockpile. The catch is that the installation...
I'll head out there immediately.
Good, because that Scribe Halen's established a communications... I suggest you head out there first, and establish a signal protocol with her so that the nukes can... Hopefully, by the time you've returned, we'll be ready to wait.
Sure.
Good luck, Knight.
It's good to see you again, Knight. You've come a long way since you stumbled into the Cambridge police station.
Thanks, Halen.
We're doing the best that we can. We've had the occasional synth attack, but so far we've been able to keep them from overrunning. Thanks to the reinforcements and the air support.
That's not surprising.
I appreciate that. Anyway, I know you don't have time for small... I've had the men set up the equipment we'll need to pinpoint you once you found... We've rigged up this distress pulsar.
Sure.
When you find the bombs, plant the pulse. After that, you should probably head back...
Doesn't sound too difficult.
Ah, no. Look, if you don't, the radiation... Good luck, Knight.
Maxon might appear compassionate, but I can assure you, the Institute will face its wrath.
Now those synths with plastic faces, creep the heck out.
Over here.
State your purpose, stranger.
I'm looking for some bombs.
You trivialize that which resides. The children of Atom have sworn to guard this place until the time of the Great Divide.
Trust me, I'm on your side.
Atom has no need. When he returns to us, these relics, that is why they...
I want to spread his, glory.
Perhaps then if you would see these relics, take this. Follow the brilliance of the glow. May Atom's...
Sir?
This is Captain Mitch Dunleavy, 132nd Engineering Corps at Sentinel Site Prescott. All lines of communication are down, and we're tracking multiple inbounds on radar. If this is a drill, we need confirmation immediately. We've got a lot of nervous soldiers over here, Command. If this is the big one, they want to head home to their families before it's too late. Some of the inbounds are getting awfully close. Wait a minute. The inbounds are splitting into multiple targets? Oh, hell. This is it, isn't it? May God have mercy on our souls.
Hey. Here. Head over there. Go there.
May Atom guide you, brother.
position. Proctor Ingram?
Looks like the Mark 28s are gonna do the trick. That was a good find.
I'll work with your team to ensure that Prime's bombs remain stable after they're loaded into his pack. It won't be too much of a problem.
Well, Dr. Lee, I have to admit, we couldn't have done this without you.
It's a little early to begin celebrating, Proctor Ingram. We haven't fully thrown the switch on Liberty Prime. And I'm just hoping all the work I've done to keep his system stable are gonna hold.
I have full confidence in...
I appreciate that.
Proctor, all the readouts look green. I think it's time for you to perform the power shot.
Actually, I think I'm gonna... After all, without your help...
It would be better if a trained technician performed that task, but I suppose...
Liberty Prime, back online.
Let's run a basic diagnostic on him.
Diagnostic command accepted.
Give him a moment. He needs to adjust to his new configuration.
Voice module online. Audio functionality test initialized. Designation: Liberty Prime Mark II. Mission: the liberation of Anchorage, Alaska. Primary targets: any and all red Chinese invaders.
Now let me run a system analysis and a battle readiness check.
Liberty Prime, full system analysis. All systems nominal. Weapons hot. Warning: nuclear weapon payload depleted. Reload required. Warning: power core offline. Running on external power only. Core restart recommended. Ability to repel red Chinese invaders compromised.
Got green lights across the board here. He's looking good from where I'm sitting. Doctor, if you wouldn't mind keeping an eye on the big guy here, I'd appreciate it. Well, I have to admit, I wasn't sure we'd be able to...
With him on our side.
I couldn't agree with you more. Before you head off to your... I came up with this...
You think I'll need it?
I don't know, but it never hurts to be prepared. Anyway, that's enough of that. You better hightail it up to... Elder Maxson said he needed to speak to... And thank...
Is there anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
Not at all. I have nothing to hide.
I find that very hard to believe. Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data you retrieved from the Institute. A portion of his findings included a list of synths that went missing or escaped from their underground facility. After careful analysis of the information, Paladin Danse is a perfect match for one of the synths on that list.
That's impossible.
I'm afraid not. The data you brought back included a record of each subject's DNA. We keep Paladin Danse's DNA as a perfect match for a synth they called M797. To make matters worse, he's gone AWOL. Disappeared without a trace. His sudden absence simply reinforces our conclusion. That I'm finding it difficult to believe that he never confided in you, and then swore you to secrecy.
You have to believe me. He never told me he was...
Which means I've decided to take... However, that doesn't... Danse is a synth. He represents everything we hate. Our mission in the Commonwealth, which leaves me facing them. I'm ordering you.
I won't do it. Danse does...
You will do it. This is not up for... I'm giving you a direct order, Knight, and I expect you to follow it. Listen, I'm not blind to the fact that Danse was your mentor, but if we're to remain strong, we can't afford to make Find Proctor Quinlan. He's been analyzing the data and should be able to provide... And Knight, you're dismissed.
Attention all Brotherhood soldiers. If you have not yet received your Squire mentorship assignment, please come see me on the bridge.
Quinlan?
Oh, Knight.
Repeat, if you have not received your mentorship assignment, please report to the bridge. That is all.
He'll be missed.
Doubtful. I wouldn't miss a synth any sooner. I was merely sorry that I've been poring over Dance's duty reports and unfortunately, as you're well aware, Danse had intimate... I think our best approach would be to identify every location he... You may want to get comfort.
What the hell is this crap about Danse being a synth?
I assume your outburst was a reference to some...
So he sets Danse up, and then you knock him down.
How did you hear about it?
There are no secrets in the Brotherhood.
Right.
Maxon's made it clear that we're to locate Paladin Danse, and if we find him, report his location. That can only mean you've been sent to hunt him down.
Orders are orders.
Orders are orders? That's all you... I can't believe that after everything Paladin Danse did for you, there's obviously been a mistake.
Scribe Halen, you're addressing a senior officer, and you will show him... Now, unless you're here with information that can assist us...
Of course. I believe I have some information that's relevant to the search.
Very well then. Would you care to enlighten?
Knight, if you'd accompany me to the flight deck, I'd like to show you the information I've compiled firsthand. I've stored the data on my Vertibird gunship's...
I'll take anything that gets me closer to finding...
Yes, sir.
Proceed, Knight.
If you'll follow me, sir.
Well, if it isn't the man who revived Prime.
Describe Halen.
This way. This way. Do you actually plan on killing Paladin Danse?
I haven't decided yet.
Well, before you do.
Right.
I've known Paladin Danse ever since. He trained me, showed me the ropes, and when I screwed up, he taught me to dust myself off and move on. He's earned... I don't care what Quinlan's report says. I don't care if he's a machine.
Why are you telling me?
Because someone has to before you rush. Danse is the most selfless person I've ever met. I've watched him risk his own life based on nothing more. That's why I'm asking you. Not just as a member. If you're not convinced by what he says, or somehow...
All right, I'll hear him out.
That's all that I ask. I'll just have to trust that when the time comes, you'll do the right thing. Before the Prydwen showed up, Danse had me identify a fallback point if we ever lost the police station. It was Listening Post Bravo, an old pre-war US military. It's isolated, and we're the only ones that knew it. Just be careful.
Right.
I still can't...
Lucky to have it.
I'm not surprised Maxson sent you. He never liked to do the dirty work himself.
I wish you would have told me the truth.
I might have, if I'd known what I was. Until Quinlan got that list decoded, I thought synths were... I never expected to hear that if it wasn't for Haylen, we wouldn't even be... So, what are your orders? Is Max...
Of course not. Synths are the...
All too well. Look, I'm not blind to the fact that I wish Maxson had sent someone else, but that doesn't change a thing. I'm a synth, which means I need to be destroyed. If you disobey your orders, you're not only betraying Maxson, you're betraying the Brotherhood of Steel and everything it stands for. Synths can't be trusted. Machines were never meant to make their own decisions. They need to be controlled. Technology that's run amok is what brought the entire world to its knees, and humanity to the brink of extinction. I need to be the example.
If you really feel that way, why did you run in the first place?
The moment I learned the truth, I knew my life was in danger. I'm a soldier, so self-preservation kicked in. I needed to Once I got here, and I had some time to think, I should have stayed on the Prydwen and accepted the inevitable. Like I said,
The empathy that you're showing me, it's a huge...
I appreciate what you're trying to do. I'm ready to accept the consequences. Maxson's ordered you to execute me, and I'll be...
Is there any way out of this?
We both know that this is the right thing to do. If you refuse to follow Maxson's orders, you're undermining everything that... I can't allow that to happen on my account.
No.
I can't believe you'd risk your life just... Why would you do that for...
Sure. I've already lost my family.
You're right. I should consider how my death might affect the people that... Perhaps now that you've opened my eyes.
What's our next move?
You need to continue your fight against the Institute. The only clear choice is...
Right.
The sooner I make for the border, the sooner I put this... Take my holotags. Use them to prove that your mission was a success, or Maxson will just... Now, come on. Let's get the hell out.